Hello, welcome to another episode of a Camp Fashion Journey. This morning, I'm at a Genting Highland, and I'm really very surprised that when I'm greeted by my favorite sounds of my mainstream jazz music. And this one I believe is that is one of those Lee Morgan quartet, whereby right now they're having their piano solo, and I was buying coffee and the Starbucks over here, and I was really surprised and relaxing in the seat in front of you, as you can see, and I'm enjoying my favorite jazz music. And let's see what I want to talk about today for fashion. Check it out. Well, today I'm talking about this Rolex watch which was handed to me by my dad. It was his first Rolex Oyster date, whereby he bought it in 1960. And when he got his first paycheck, he invested in this watch. And this is one watch whereby he handed it down to me when I got my first job back in 1984. So what happened is that when I got this watch, the watch was really not in really a good condition. And what I did is that I sent it to the Rolex Center to refurbish it. Back then, when I sent it to the Rolex Center, at the Arab Malaysian Bank in Jalan Raja Churan in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, the Rolex Center, they estimated to refurbish this watch, it cost me $2,000. But it was really hefty amount back in the 1987, around there. And then what they did is that they changed they tightened the crown, and then they changed the clasps at the back over here. They gave me a new sapphire crystal glass, and also they changed the dial. I requested them to change the dial into a black dial. And the beauty about it is that when it came back, it is like gleaming new, because they polished the entire watch with diamond dust. So it is really lovely. That is part one of the story. The part two of the story was that I was separated from this watch for more than 20 years. Because in the 1990s, every time after I wore this watch, I would normally just put it down on my dining table in my mom's house. So what happened is that one day when I came back, our house was robbed. And this watch was gone for 20 years. And then everything was ransacked in the house, and I really couldn't find back this watch anymore. Until recently, during the Chinese New Year celebration earlier this year, when I visit my sister said when she was tidying up the house, she found this Rolex watch somewhere in the pile of papers. Then I was so amazed and thank God so much for the blessing that I'm able to reunion with this watch, because this is one watch whereby it has went through thick and thin with my father. It got blood, sweat and tears on it, and also it has my blood, sweat and tears on this watch. This is a really lovely watch, and I'm really glad, because this is one watch whereby you can wear it dressed in a tuxedo. You can also wear it with a suit. You can wear it casually, and it is one watch whereby it will stand beside the best watches in the world, like the Patek Philippe and also the Breguet, and it will never be out of fashion, because style and taste is never out of fashion. This is the story of my Rolex Oyster date, whereby I will move it down and pass it to my son in the future. Till the next episode of Camp Fashion Journey, I hope that you enjoy this episode whereby I shot at Genting Highlands. Please press the subscribe button, and I see you next. Bye.